what is really being a Christian? O ano ba talaga ang pagiging Kristiyano? Ano ba talaga? Yan ba'y pagdalo once a week? Yung ba'y magiging busy? What do we really mean being a Christian? Is it being religious? Jesus Christ himself gave us what Christianity really is all about. And it is tied up with Christ being lifted up. Look at that in Luke chapter 9, in verse 23 and 24. If anyone would come after me, how many here are following Jesus? If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself. That is a message you don't hear so often anymore on television, because today the most prevalent message on television is about prosperity gospel. The consumer mentality has already influenced the teachings in many churches today. Very, very seldom you hear this kind of teaching wherein people like you are being encouraged to live a life following and carrying the cross of Jesus. Jesus said, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily, follow me. Now, don't call it hard. Call it beautiful. Don't call it unachievable. Call it doable. There is beauty when we carry the cross. You lift up Jesus. In this world that hates Jesus, it's going to be hard. Oh, Pastor, maraming gusto kay Kristo ngayon. Hindi. Alam ng Diyos, maraming tao ngayon ang walang gusto sa Kanya sumunod. Mahirap talagang magpaka-Kristiyano kasi dadalhin mo yung Kanyang krus. Pero it is when you lift up Jesus, by showing His character and His life, you will be an instrument of blessing to others. Let's lift up Jesus together. As one, as a church. Let the world see more of Jesus in us. And this is the reason why this Sure Word program is now on television. Because we want to lift up Jesus. We are fully persuaded that only when Jesus is lifted up, only when Jesus Christ is seen and heard, through the faithful lives of the church and the believers, the world will get to understand and better appreciate God's words, His promise, and His salvation. And I know that this program has ministered to you this afternoon and has even probably stirred you up to really ask God to give you salvation and to receive that new life, that new meaning and purpose in your life. If you think that you have been blessed by this program, why don't you give us a call? Why don't you pick up your phone right now and give us a call? And we want to minister to you. We want to pray for you. And we want to provide you with godly counsel. This is what you need to do right now. It's not enough that you have heard the message, but you need to respond. Just as the Hebrews during the Old Testament needed to look at that bronze snake and believed. That's the only time they got cured and healed. And so you must also do the same today. You've got to look upon the Lord Jesus Christ. You need to respond to the message of His salvation. And God promises that if you will receive Him in your heart, then He will give you the right to become one of His children. And so why don't you call us right now, and why don't you let us know what you want from God and help us to minister unto you. And also today I would like to also mention to you some important program specials that we want you, our dear viewers, to take advantage of. We want you to take advantage of this groundbreaking album which we call the Surer Word 2009 Telecasts album. This contains 12 very empowering and very uplifting messages that we have shown here on the program of the Surer Word. So if you want to avail of this album, just give us a call and we'll give you how you can get one of these faith uplifting and faith affirming album. And also, speaking of another Surer Word special, we have the magazine. And this magazine is published quarterly, and you can also avail of this magazine if you will give us a call right now, and one of our telephone counselors will help you how you can avail of this magazine. It is wonderfully written and very professionally done, and I know that this will be used by the Lord as a tool to strengthen your faith. And also, one last thing, every week we receive a lot of calls from people and personal comments from our viewers about how this program, the Surer Word, is blessing their lives and strengthening them. And this past week, I received one particularly faith-affirming and very inspiring letter from one of our viewers, and her name is Miss Mary E. Van Draff. And when I read the content of her letter, it really blessed me, and so was the staff. And so I thought that I should also share this letter to you. It reads, "Dear Pastor Ferriol, we have enjoyed your teaching which we watch on Friday afternoon. Enjoyed, yes, but also enlightened, and some of my worries lessened. These days, when age has become my main problem, your words helped my gloom become less. My faith sometimes becomes not so strong as my eyes dims and my joints ache in varying degrees. I wish you and your family a happy time while you adjust here in the United States. I am enclosing something to help you with your teaching or in any way you deem most useful. Thank you sincerely, Mary Van Draff." Mary, thank you for sending this wonderful letter and for your love gift for the ministry. I can assure you that it will directly impact the work of the Lord. And so for the rest of our viewers and listeners, continue to call us and send letters, and we will be happy to read them and use them to also bless others. Again, thanks for joining us today in the Surer Word. Until next time, God bless you all.
Try mong manood ng Surer Word. Doon makikita ang talagang nanggagaling sa puso ni Pastor Jonathan, yung binabasa niya sa Biblia. Naniniwala ako dahil nung sinusulat ko yung mga verse sa Bible na sinasabi ni Pastor Jo, pinag-isipan ko ba tatawag kaya ako, sabi ko kasi masakit na naman ka ako, parang gumagano na naman ako, nararamdaman ko na naman yung sakit. Try ko kaya, baka mamaya ako hindi nila ako sagutin eh. Baka mamaya sabihin impostor ako. So nag-try po akong tumawag. After that na magalang naman silang sumagot sa akin kahit na hindi nila ako kilala. Hindi lang po sa lupalop ako nang galing. Natutuwa po ako at magalang sila sumagot sa akin. Yung prayer healing na hinihingi ko na ibigay po ni Pastor Jo hanggang sa next Friday nakinig ako, nag-request ulit ako. Ayun naman po, na gumaling naman po yung aking karamdaman. Kaya ako yung invite nila sa akin na pumunta ako sa church, pinaunlakan ko naman po. After po na, nung nandito ako, parang mas na nainganyo pa po ako doon sa nung makarinig ako ng live na sinasabi ni Pastor Jo. Katulad ko ako, nasabi ko na hanggang sa ako'y mamatay, nandito na ako sa Pentecostal Missionary Church Fort Watts.
Thank you for watching Surer Word TV. See you again next Friday at 3:30 p.m.